All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about the science of nutrition. But I want you to think about it differently. Think of your body as a high-performance machine. And for a future officer, that machine has to be ready for absolutely anything. You know, like any piece of advanced equipment, it needs the right kind of fuel to perform at its peak. What you put in your body, that's the literal fuel for your energy, your growth, and all your repairs.
So for all you NDA aspirants listening right now, this is the real question. Are you ready to actually understand the fuel your mission depends on? Because trust me, this isn't just some boring textbook stuff. This knowledge is absolutely mission critical. Okay, let's dive in.
So here's our mission briefing for today. First, we're going to lay down the strategic foundation for fueling your body. Then, we'll jump into your main energy powerhouses and the building blocks for repair and growth. After that, we'll get into the micronutrient force. We're talking vitamins and minerals. And to wrap it all up, we'll cover the essential support systems that keep that whole high-performance machine running without a hitch.
Okay, first things first. We have to establish our strategic foundation. This is the core concept, the bedrock that governs all peak performance, whether you're on the training grounds or hitting the books.
And that foundation, it's the balanced diet. Now, the official definition says it's a diet with all the essential components in the right amounts to keep you in a perfect state of health, activity, and development. But listen, the key words to lock onto here are optimum proportions. It's not just about eating a lot of one healthy thing, it's all about getting the right mix of everything.
So what does that optimal fuel mix actually look like? Well, here it is. A balanced diet breaks down to about 60% carbohydrates, 25% fats, and 15% proteins. I want you to think of this as the precise fuel-to-air ratio needed to keep your engine running at maximum efficiency no matter what you're doing.
Now that we have the fuel mix down, let's take a closer look at the energy powerhouses themselves. These are the big players, the macronutrients that provide the raw power for every single thing you do. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting, because it's all about function. On one hand, you have carbohydrates. Think of these as your high-octane fuel, ready for immediate deployment. They give you 4 kilocalories per gram, perfect for those short bursts of intense activity. But on the other hand, you've got lipids, or fats. These are your long-range reserves. They pack a much bigger punch, more than double the energy at 9.3 kilocalories per gram. This is the fuel that keeps you going on those long-duration missions, long after the high-octane stuff is burned off.
So, energy is one thing, but what about structure? What about repair? That brings us to your body's building blocks. I like to call them the repair and growth crew. This is the team that's responsible for all the building, development, and crucially repairing your body after the stress of training.
The key players on this crew are proteins. And proteins themselves are actually made of even smaller units called amino acids. You could think of it like this. Amino acids are the individual bricks, and your body is the master builder, taking these bricks and arranging them to build and repair everything from your muscles to critical enzymes. Now here's the catch, and you really need to get this. Not all of these building blocks are the same. There are 2 types. You've got your non-essential amino acids, which your body can actually make on its own. Cool. But then you have the essential amino acids, and your body cannot make these. You must get them from the food you eat. It's simple. Without these essential bricks, your repair and growth crew just can't do its job. Period. So, what's the daily requirement for this all-important repair crew? You're going to want to shoot for a target between 70 to 100 grams of protein every single day. Look, for anyone going through the kind of intense physical training an NDA cadet does, hitting this number isn't just a good idea, it is absolutely non-negotiable for repairing muscle and building the strength that your duties are going to demand.
Okay, so we've covered the fuel and we've covered the building materials. But what about all the complex processes that happen behind the scenes? Well, that's where we get to the system regulators, vitamins. They are your micronutrient force. You only need them in tiny amounts, but they are absolutely essential for controlling countless processes inside your body.
Let's just pull up a quick dossier on some of these key vitamins. Take vitamin A. It's critical for your vision. Without enough of it, you're looking at night blindness. Or vitamin C, which forms the collagen that literally holds your body's tissues together. A lack of it leads to scurvy. And vitamin D is vital for getting calcium into your bones. No vitamin D, you could end up with weak bones or rickets. You see, each one has a specific critical mission.
All right, next up are the essential elements, minerals. If vitamins are the system regulators, I want you to think of minerals as the command and control components of your body. They're in charge of everything from sending nerve impulses to making your muscles contract.
And this briefing shows you just how vital they are. Calcium isn't just for bones, it's required for every muscle contraction. Iron is at the very core of hemoglobin, the stuff that carries oxygen in your blood. Not enough iron, you get anemia and fatigue. And sodium, it's critical for firing your nerves. Run low on that during intense training, and you're going to feel it in the form of muscle cramps. These are not optional extras, they're fundamental.
And finally, let's cover the mission-critical support systems. This is the stuff that gets overlooked all the time. But let me tell you, this is the logistics and maintenance that keeps the entire operation running smoothly. They are indispensable.
And at the very top of that list is water. Your body is about 65% water. It controls your temperature, it's the medium for nearly every chemical reaction you have, and it helps get rid of waste. And that daily requirement of 5 to 6 glasses, that's just a baseline. For you, with intense work and in hot climates, that number is going to go way, way up. Hydration is everything.
And hey, let's not forget roughage. You know, fiber. This is the stuff in fruits and vegetables that your body can't digest. Its job is really simple but totally crucial. It provides bulk, keeps you full, and it stimulates your digestive system to keep your internal logistics running like clockwork.
So after breaking all of this down, we come back to one final crucial question. Your body is, without a doubt, your single most important piece of equipment. It's more important than any gear you'll ever be issued. So the real takeaway is this: are you actually giving it the strategic resources it needs to succeed, no matter what mission you face? Think about it.